Hey, Donnie.
Yeah, well, you know, a teenager running out to crank up the Honda is almost as good as leaving climate on in the Tesla.
He was pretty excited about that responsibility this morning, too. Yep, he was. See you later, Donnie.
Yeah.
I'll leave the kitchen light on so you can tell A to turn it off.
Okay, good.
Yep, there's the van. None of my kitties are here right this second, and I've got to take somebody to the vet later, so Donnie's bringing in the crate for me. Thank you. Johnny says he's not used to seeing all of this exhaust coming out of the back of a vehicle, and it's pretty cold this morning, so there's a good bit of exhaust. So, should I say good morning, van? Good morning, van. We didn't have recirculate air on, and the diesel exhaust came into the van from that vehicle. You just don't realize how clean the air is in the X until you aren't driving the X. That bioweapon defense mode, that HEPA filter that we have, you just, even if you don't have air on recirculate, you still just don't smell the majority of that exhaust smell. We got down below freezing last night, and I was noticing back at the last car dealership and now at this one too that all of the vehicles have frost on them this morning. Haven't seen that too many times this winter. Supposed to be sunny with a high of 55 today. I hate it that it rained so much on the van yesterday that it's pretty dirty again, but what you gonna do? You gotta drive. The construction site over here by the school the past couple days hasn't had a lot of activity. I'm sure they'll get back to it. It's just not the same sitting over here in the morning, because with the engine running to stay warm, even for just a few minutes, it's not the same quiet, peaceful feeling that I normally have in my morning rest stop between the school and going back to the house. Over here on the corner of the school property, the forsythia is blooming today. I have to say that although that is one of the first things to bloom, and it does bloom pretty early, I can't ever remember seeing it blooming this early in January before. That's just like insane early. I'm heading into Walmart. I parked close. I need to get home and get Don's help with loading up the cat before he takes off for an appointment this morning. Well, I was able to get in and out really quick, so I think I can catch Don before he leaves. It'd just be easier if he moves the crate into position after I grab either Slate or Gray. I'm just trying to take one of them today. Oh no, no train, no train. I'll make up your mind. I don't see anything. Looking left, looking right. Did not see a train, so I don't know what that was about. So it does occur to me that, you know, some of the things that I like about driving Ruby are, you know, just because Ruby is a newer car than the Honda. For example, you know, all new cars now, I think, have backup cameras. And if I had gotten the navigation for an extra $3,500 when I bought the van, I would have had a backup camera in the van, or gotten the touring, you know, the touring edition had the navigation, which had the backup camera. So, you know, I do understand that Ruby's backup camera is new to me, first car I've ever had with a backup camera, but not just, obviously, in that case, a Tesla feature. The van does have old school cruise control, and it works fine. I put it on one time yesterday, although I'm a little worried that I'm gonna forget that the van won't brake for me. So, you know, I think I'm cognizant of the fact that I'm responsible for slowing the van down if I engage cruise control, but, you know, I just somehow seemed like I might get lulled into forgetting which vehicle I'm driving, so I was being pretty careful about that. So if you missed it along the way, I think on the 365-day review or one of the year-end summaries, we did a big write-up on total cost for lifetime for me for driving the van, and we're kind of comparing it back to Ruby. I'll put a link in the video description if you're interested, but the van has a little over 240,000 miles on it. It is a 2006 Odyssey. It was my main vehicle, obviously, with that many miles on it, prior to getting Ruby. So I moved from driving the minivan to the Tesla. Prior to that, I had a Acura Integra, which had 250,000 miles on it too. That was a 91. Obviously, I've had good luck with Honda engines, also transmissions. So, you know, probably if it wasn't for the fact of wanting to go electric and Dawn's interest in Tesla and that kind of thing, we might would have found ourselves purchasing a new Honda. I love the sliding doors on the Honda. I love Ruby's wings on the Tesla. Yeah, it would revolutionize my life having the sliding doors and not having to worry about kids banging into things when they were getting in and out of the car. So I always loved that about the van. And yeah, I mean, I'm really glad that we still have the van for now. When we get the Model Y, we're going to be back in the same position we were about a year ago when we considered selling the van or the XB. We're going to have to make room because we only have room to park 4 vehicles. You know, we've got 2 cars we can park under the carport and 2 cars we can park in the garage, and that's it. So, and we certainly don't need more than 4 vehicles for 2 people driving. Johnny soon to be 3. We're not going to need 5 vehicles. I couldn't part with the van for sentimental reasons because all the kids did most of their growing up in the van, it seems, and also because when there's bad weather, I really like the option of hopping in the van and leaving Ruby in the garage. But we are going to be back to the point of you know, selling one of the current vehicles, and it will not be the GMC. So we'll see. I think maybe my sentimentality is lessened just a little bit in the last year, but I was good right down to we were gonna list it, so you never can tell. But you know, still having a vehicle that I'm comfortable hopping into to drive instead of Ruby if the weather is bad, I'll miss that option. Is it enough to keep the van for the 4 days out of the year I might drive it for that reason? Is probably not. Don was able to help me load up Gray before he had to leave for his appointment. He's got the GMC and headed to the landfill and to get eggs afterward. I was kind of parked over here in the corner so he could still get out. Hi, sweetheart. Hello. I know, I'm sorry. Gray is particularly not happy with me. Hi. Hello, sweetheart. Well, Gray survived her appointment. I'm catching myself party hat Radicate here on Main Street before I head to the house. Gray has settled down a little bit. I was noticing that all of the cement planters on Main Street have Sasanqua camellias in bloom. They look really pretty. I hope they'll live through the summer. I hope they'll be around for a while.
Well, I came out of the doctor's office today, and what did I see? A UPS truck that's saying it's a hybrid electric vehicle. How cool is that?
Well, Tux has got the right idea here in the sun. He's been having him a nap too. Hey, buddy. It's taken 2 of us to load me up for the afternoon without the doors that open for me.
Yeah, it does.
I got a purse, a water bottle, fresh coffee. Donnie just made me my camera, keys that I have to remember, and my phone.
Oh my goodness, I forgot about those.
Yeah, thanks for helping me out.
You're welcome, sweetie.
Bye.
Bye-bye, kid.
Just in case you were wondering, it is possible to squeal the wheels on the minivan. Gotta remember, it's not Ruby. Do not press the accelerator that hard. Hello, Raleigh. It's a gorgeous 56 out there this afternoon. Are you coming or going?
I'm going.
Going, okay. I need window cleaner. I got to clean this window on the inside. I can't take it anymore. What in the world is that?
Packages and mail for my sweetie.
Wow. Where was that?
I was up at the mailbox taking the reef down.
Uh-huh.
And the mail guy drove up and he says, I was on my unicycle, and he says, here, you just take the tray. He loaded up
Get
the
it
tray,
from you tomorrow.
and I'll get it from you tomorrow. So I said, well, my sweetie.
Wow, I don't think they're all mine.
Oh, I'm sure there's something in there for me.
I haven't been.
Sure some of that's mine.
I swear I haven't been ordering.
Yeah, well, there's a couple eBay things in here, and I ordered a Z-Wave something or another. So that's probably what this is. This is that looks like the box.
Well, we'll sort it out.
Yeah, we'll sort it out.
So Johnny got some tractors that came from eBay. He's opening up his box and checking it out. Here's the piece of porchetta. You know, I only had a 3-pound piece, so it fell over. Probably need about 5 pounds if you want the center of gravity to keep it from doing that. Don is using, in this big center of that big piece of pork, where it's the thickest. I want to know what it reads, please. Which side?
This side, that's the alert temperature. This is the, I can change the alert temperature. It's 114. I didn't put it on pork, it's on beef.
All right, we're...
Lamb, veal,
Well, we don't
fish,
cook beef to 170
chicken,
degrees.
turkey, pork.
All right, we put it back in. I didn't understand that this wire was heat proof and it was meant to be, you know, left in the oven. It won't stick to the oven door with the magnet, but it sticks to the coffee K-cup holder. Anyway, it's going to alert me with the beep when it's at 145. Don had ordered this really nifty thermometer from one of the Amazon Lightning deals. It's I've never seen anything like it. It's pretty cool. All right, it's up to 145, and I pulled it out.
Well, Kitten, she's hit a home run again tonight. We're having that pork, fancy pork stuff, stuffed mushrooms, and stir-fry vegetables. Yum, yum, yum.
Now, the most valuable automaker. The company's shares are up 93% over the past 90 days.
Wow.
These have made Tesla the most valuable car company in American history. Its current market capitalization approaching $83 billion. That exceeds Ford's highest market value of $81 billion in 1999.
Wild plant-based burger.
So is that an original Roadster, or did they?
That was a Roadster. Yeah.
Okay. I was like,
that was old file footage. That's
yeah.
right, old.
Okay.